Don't leave Canada if work permit expired. Act smart, act fast. Your Canadian dream doesn't end when your work permit does, it just needs a smart move to keep going. Hey, explorers! So, your work permit is about to expire, or maybe it already has. You're staring at the calendar, heart racing, wondering, do I need to leave? Am I in trouble? Can I still work? We get it, it's a nerve-wracking moment. But don't worry. You're not alone, and this doesn't have to be the end of your stay in Canada. Whether you're here for adventure, opportunity, or a fresh start, there are clear steps you can take to protect your status and stay on track. In this guide, Travel Tree walks you through exactly what happens when your permit expires, what to do, how to avoid losing your status, and most importantly, how to act smart and stay bold. 1. What happens when your work permit expires? A. If you applied to extend before it expired, good news. You've got what's called maintained status, previously known as implied status. That means you can legally stay in Canada while your extension is being processed. You can continue working under the same conditions as your old permit. If your permit is employer-specific, stick with the same job and employer. If it's an open work permit, you can switch jobs or employers as usual. But heads up! While you're on maintained status, you can't update your driver's license, health card, or SAN, social insurance number. You may need to show proof of your maintained status if your employer or landlord asks. So keep copies of your application and any correspondence handy, it helps. B. If you did not apply before expiry, but still fixable. If you didn't submit an application before your work permit expired, you must stop working immediately. You've officially lost your temporary resident status. You are no longer legally in Canada, but that doesn't mean all hope is lost. Here's your plan. You can apply to restore your status within 90 days of expiry, if you followed the rules of your previous permit. You haven't worked without authorization. You're still eligible for a work permit. If your application is approved, great. You're back in the game. But if it's been more than 90 days, or your restoration request is denied, you'll have to leave Canada and apply again from outside the country. 2. Will you be deported? Let's bust a myth. Your expired work permit doesn't mean you're getting deported tomorrow. But, here's the truth. If your permit expires and you didn't apply to extend or restore, you are now out of status. Staying in Canada without valid status is a legal violation. This can result in a removal order, but usually, the goal is for you to leave voluntarily, not be dragged to the airport. Moral of the story? Act fast, don't ignore it, and take control. 3. What should you do when your permit is about to expire? Let's walk through your action plan to stay safe, legal, and stress-free. A. Apply to extend or change conditions, before it expires. Here's what to do. Apply at least 30 days before your permit expires. Apply online, not on paper, it's faster and more secure. Make sure your application is complete. Correct forms and info. All necessary documents. Up-to-date passport. Required fees. If needed, a valid LMIA or job offer letter. Once submitted, you're on maintained status, see above. Applying online also gives you access to a special letter proving you're allowed to keep working, super helpful if your boss or landlord asks. B. After you apply, keep calm and carry on. While you wait for a decision, you can keep working under the same conditions as your expired permit. But remember, no updates to health cards or SINs during this time. C. If you missed the deadline, restore your status, within 90 days. Don't panic. If your permit expired and you didn't apply in time, apply to restore your status and get a new work permit. Use the proper form, check government websites for the latest version. Indicate that you're asking to restore status as a worker. Include restoration fee, work permit fee, any additional fees, like biometrics. If approved, you're good to go. If not, you'll need to leave Canada and reapply from abroad. D. If it's been over 90 days, it's time to go. Unfortunately, you can't restore your status after 90 days. You'll need to leave Canada and apply again from your home country or another location outside Canada. E. Special note for TRP, Temporary Resident Permit, holders. If you're in Canada on a TRP, different rules apply. You don't get maintained status when applying for an extension. If your TRP expires and you didn't extend, you can't restore your status. This can result in serious consequences, including removal from Canada. Always double-check which permit type you're holding, and act accordingly. Number 4, you can come across 4 situations. Situation 1, you applied before your work permit expired. Good news, you're on what's called maintained status. That means you can legally stay in Canada and keep working under the same conditions as before. Your job now? Just wait for a decision. Keep working as usual, and don't make any big changes until you hear back. Situation 2, you didn't apply before expiry, but it's been 90 days or less. In this case, you've unfortunately lost your legal status, and you're not allowed to stay or work. But there's still hope. You can apply to restore your status. If it's approved, you're back on track. If not, you'll have to leave Canada. Situation 3, you didn't apply, and it's been more than 90 days. Now things are more serious. You've lost your status completely, and you can't apply to restore it anymore. Your only option is to leave Canada and apply for a new work permit from outside the country. Situation 4, you're in Canada on a temporary resident permit, or TRP, and it expired or wasn't extended. Unfortunately, TRP holders don't have access to maintained status. If your permit runs out, you can't restore it, and you could face removal from Canada. So it's crucial to follow the specific rules that apply to TRPs. Great tip. No matter where you fall in these scenarios, the key is to act quickly, stay informed, and don't ignore your status. There are ways forward, but timing is everything. 5. Real talk, why this matters. Losing your legal status in Canada doesn't just affect your job. It could impact your healthcare access, your employment rights, your ability to rent or open bank accounts, even your future visa or PR applications. And with the government cracking down on fake or placeholder extension requests, it's more important than ever to submit a genuine, complete application, on time. 6. Your checklist, avoid the panic, stay in control. Before your permit expires, mark your permit expiry date on your calendar. Start the extension process 30 days ahead. Apply online for faster processing and proof of maintained status. Make sure you include a valid passport, correct documents and forms, full payment of fees. 1. If applicable, ensure your employer has submitted any necessary paperwork, like an LMIA. 2. Keep proof of submission handy. 3. Know your status, and act fast if you need to restore it. 4. If all else fails, plan your departure and apply again from abroad. Final thoughts, your Canadian journey isn't over. We know immigration rules can be intimidating, especially when the clock is ticking. But guess what? You're not powerless. By staying informed, planning ahead, and acting confidently, you can keep your Canadian story going strong. And remember, an expired permit isn't a stop sign, it's just a reminder to move smartly. At Travel Tree, we're here to help you stay rooted while reaching new horizons. Got questions about your next steps? Need help with the process? Reach out, and let's figure it out together. Ask your queries in comments.